Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Carsten. I'm talking about music, and in this episode I will talk about the purchases I did in week 28 of 22. As many of you know, I lost my music collection containing tapes, CDs and vinyls. All in all, a little bit more than 1900 units a couple of years back, and I now try to re-establishing it, and I decided that I only buy CDs because I think that's not taking up so much space. So in this week I'll talk about following up on musicians that I liked in other bands, and I will start out with this one. This is Black Hawk, and Black Hawk, but that's a band, yeah. But the reason I bought Black Hawk back in the days was that they had Henry Paul, who came out of Outlaws, and this is their third studio album called Love and Gravity. It was released in July 1997, and if you take the fourth track on this, Will You Be There in the Morning, this was an old song by heart, but the rest of it, I mean, Stepping Stones, the title track is very good, Love and Gravity, Hole in My Heart, She Dances with Her Shadow, and Lonely Boy. Just great music. And I know some people will call it country, I call it country rock, I don't know, it's hard to decide. But anyhow, it's very good music, and I have now this is my fourth CD with the band. I think they made a couple more, which I will also try to get. Now, as I've told earlier, I have all the albums of Eagles, and so I start to get all the solo projects from the members of the Eagles, and I already finished up with Don Henley. Now it's Timothy B. Smith, and this is the one called, that's impossible to see, but it's called Leap of Faith, and it's his sixth solo album. Came out in September 2016, and was the first since he released Expando back in 2009. I think it's a very good album. It's not his best in my opinion, but it's really, I mean, it's Timothy B. Smith. He's always been good. I liked him since he was in Poco, and then when he joined the Eagles. So this is Timothy B. Smith's Leap of Faith from 2016. Now I got this one, Glenn Frey, and I'm working on getting all his solo stuff. This is his debut album from May 82. It sold more than 500,000 copies in the US, even though that the critics didn't like it. So, but I like it too, so I'm not, I would be one of those who bought it, and I actually had that one on vinyl back in the days. So, and I didn't live in the US anyhow. But this is Glenn Frey's debut. It has I Volunteer, I Born Again, Sea Cruise, All Those Lies. I mean, it's just Glenn Frey, and he has always been one of my favorite musicians. Back to Timothy B. Smith. His debut, it says Playing It Cool, and this is came out in 1984, and he has a lot of guest musicians on this one. And just to mention a few, he had Don Henley and Joe Walsh from Eagles, Steve Lukather, who played with Toto, Carl Wilson from Beach Boys, John David Souther, who was Jeff Porcaro, Bill Bergman, Tim Cole, Mark Gronenthal. I mean, there's a lot of great musicians backing him up, and this is really a great album. I really liked it a lot, and I can only recommend it. Timothy B. Smith's Playing It Cool from 1984. Last not least, this week I bought another Glenn Frey, After Hours. This is his last album, came out in 2012, with songs by Brian Wilson and Randy Bachman. Randy Newman. The album was the first studio album since Strange Weather, and Strange Weather was the biggest commercial success. I'm surprised because I like that album a lot, and this one is it's a great album, a great way to end his solo career, because sadly he died 4 years later, and may he rest in peace. He was a great musician, great composer, and a great guy. So this was what I had in week 28 of 22. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the subscription button down below, and if you click on the bell, you will get a notification every time I upload something new. Secondly, I would very much like you to comment on my purchases, because what do you think of these albums? Do you like them? Or do you think that the music is not your stuff? Please let me know. I'm just trying to buy music that I like, music that I learn about, new music. I've bought a lot of new music and learned a lot about bands that I haven't heard about before. Right now I'm just ordered 2 CDs from a US band called Starcastle, and that's really good music. So, but anyhow, till we see you the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.